Sometimes it's easy to get lost in translation in your own body, and it takes learning a whole new language, giving up control to a whirlwind of adventure to get back to that natural rhythm. When I was younger, I was severely anorexic, and I don't need to get all sad and throw me a pity party because look how empowered I am standing up in front of you in these crazy pants, like right? And I think the silence that surrounds so many of these issues that we deal with every day only perpetuates this culture of shame, makes us embarrassed, unwilling to talk about what's actually going on here. So I didn't really have any help, but I decided that I was going to go to the ends of the world to get better. So when I graduated from college in upstate New York, I was a pretty high-functioning anorexic because I got a Fulbright scholarship to teach English in Thailand. So I took off from rural upstate New York and landed smack dab in the center of Thailand, a big town I liken to kind of like the Detroit of Thailand, like nondescript, like lots of just mayhem and food and night markets and just a random town. And I was there to teach English. I had 750 students, that's 18 classes of 50 students that I saw once a week. And the level of the building was so low and the desire to learn was even lower. I had all seniors that had pretty much checked out, but I realized pretty early on that I was there just to expose them to a different American. Not the blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like in love with Justin Bieber, even though like I really am. Stereotype of American. I was there to get up and sing and dance and at least teach them one or two words that would stick with them. I was to be a cultural ambassador. And class was canceled just like all the time. Like for so many superstitious reasons I didn't really understand, but mostly just to have fun. And one of the reasons class was canceled was called Sport Day. And Sport Day was just like this big day of like running around the track in 110-degree heat and like playing basketball and chanting and like dancing like strippers for the students. And classes were shortened by 10 minutes. Our 50-minute classes were cut to 40-minute classes for 2 months to prepare for this day. And of course, because playing never stops as you get older in Thailand, there was a teacher sport day too. And me, as the token foreigner, the cultural ambassador, was to hold the school sign in our parade. So the morning of sport day, my host teacher, P-Mao, picks me up. And P-Mao was my angel. She always had a smile. One day I saw her in the grocery store and she didn't have her smile. And I didn't know who she was. And I moved in later with her and we'd watch Thai soap operas together. And I would be gnawing on my Thai sweets, my Thai kanome. And she'd be pulling apart fried chicken feet and sucking out the cartilage and gnawing off the fried bits. And she would pick me up for anything. 4 in the morning I had to catch the bus, she'd be there. So teacher sport day, she rolls up in her little silver car and she takes me to this dress shop. And usually she like chaperones me, like I like to be like watched and like led around like a little on a leash like I'm a dog and like told when to eat, but she just leaves me there. And so immediately half the people in the dress shop like run away from me because they're too scared to practice their English with me. They're like, oh my God, a foreigner, like, Thai people have this culture of saving face where they don't want to embarrass themselves and they definitely don't want to embarrass you. But there's always like one crazy person, like this is not typical, who like will come up to you and be like obsessed with you. And so this vulture woman like comes down on me and she's like stroking my arms and like I'm totally enchanted and like it's a problem because I've started to be able to understand the Thai language at that point. So she's like picking at the moles on my face and like telling me they're super ugly and telling me because my dad's a dentist I need to go to him to get them removed. And she's telling me my hair is too short, but it's okay because I'm tall and slender. And then, oh my gosh, I'm born on Monday. I can never eat bananas, and never wear the color red. You can wear pink, you can wear green, you can wear blue, but never red. And then she tells me that I'm never going to have a handsome boyfriend. But that's okay because now I have a handsome fiance. So anyway, finally, like I'm freed from this vulture by a lady boy. And in Thailand, there's the majority, not the majority, but many of the sexy women you see walking down the street are actually men. Because they're, from an early age, they identify as women, and they go to all lengths, boob jobs, hormones, complete sex changes, to become women, and they have to assert their femininity so strongly that they are gorgeous. And so this dress shop, of course, I'm taken in by a lady boy, and I have like 4 or 5 of them in every one of my classes. They're awesome. They're like in their uniform during class, and then outside of class you see them wig, boobs, everything. So this lady boy sits me down, and I am transformed. If they can make me look like that, they can make anyone look like anything. My eyebrows are plucked off, painted back in the color of diarrhea. My whole face is caked with makeup, fake eyelashes, I can't even open my eyelids, a hairpiece, and all of a sudden this big golden temple gets placed on my head. And it is heavy, like I cannot hold my head up, like I'm struggling. And then I'm sewn into this pink dress, like sewn in, and fake boobs, I always gotta have the fake boobs. And I realized that I'm not gonna be able to get out of this dress to go to the bathroom. And that's a problem, because I don't know when I'm gonna get out of this dress, and it's also 110 degrees outside. And I'm gonna be marching around in the sun. So I'm just like totally another planet. Like I don't look like myself, I don't know where I am. And Pete now comes back, and she's of course got like a thing of noodles for me. There's always noodles involved. But I'm scared to eat because I don't want to have to pee, but I'm starving, so I eat. And we go back to school, and as usual, things run on tie time. So parade's supposed to start, and I'm standing out in the hot sun, can't hold my head up, you know, just like sweating profusely, like delirious, and just chilling out. But there's always a little white dog. No matter what in Thailand, someone will have a cute little white dog. So I'm just like, follow the Shih Tzu, follow the Shih Tzu. So I'm walking around this track, holding this sign, there's chanting, teachers are dancing like strippers, like just like total mayhem, men running around drunk. I mean, these are all teachers, and I'm following the Shih Tzu. Finally it's over, it's like a blur, and I'm sitting in the bleachers, and another one of my host teachers has a cold towel on the back of my neck, and I just want to disappear. And so hours later, I've escaped. I've pulled the fake hairpiece off and the temple, the eyelashes, but I still have like eyebrows the color of diarrhea, and I'm just like, you know, totally like in another, like just freaking out. And I'm sitting there, and something kind of shifts. Like, I'm watching these people around me, and just the joy on their faces, like. As they're sitting down to this 8-course dinner, there's a typical Chinese table in Thailand that starts with an appetizer, fried fish, meat, some sort of spicy salad, ends with fried rice and a dessert. And they're sitting there and they just like, it's like going into battle, like they just get ready to eat. And there's a huge stage set up and like a huge band and all these dancing girls and music, and everyone is just laughing and talking and eating. And I think to myself, that I've really been lost in this cycle of denial and reward, of starvation and binging, this American sense of work hard and play later that we have. And I've just like lost the pleasure of the simplicity. I've lost the pleasure of the feel good. And as I'm watching the people around me, I just am so humbled and just so happy. And I make a pact with myself. I say to myself, Mallory, for the rest of your life, it's going to be a feast. Thank you.